Hey out there, it's Friday afternoon, TGIF. Thank God I'm free. I just got back from the building department in Keansburg. I got the temporary CO. We are one step closer to closing on the Keansburg house. Exciting. This is one of my most favorite times in this business. Getting the deal, closing it, running numbers. For some reason that just gets me going. So I made a quick video this morning on the house that was formerly known as the Brown House. And now it's Universal Khaki. You saw the new fascia, the new soffit. Tom was just pulling up. We went over the exterior. It's coming out beautiful. So glad Tom's down there handling that, and I can have my hands in something else like the Keansburg house or the Hazlitt Cottage. I'm thinking about when I close on the Keansburg house that I might offer it out there to somebody that maybe wants to get into flipping or something like that. I'm not sure. Eventually, I'll probably come up with a video and I'll lay that all out there for you guys. Before I do that, I want to show you what I did. The Hazlitt Cottage, that's on the market right now. I haven't gotten any serious offers since that one, and now it's been on the market for a week. Got a lot of tire kickers, but nothing serious. Let me tell you what I did 2 years ago when I made a video about the Hazlitt Cottage. You could verify this information by going into the videos I've made and look about 2 years ago. I made one and it was called something like Real Estate Hazlitt Deal. And in that video, this is what I said. I was offering that Hazlitt Cottage for sale as is. I purchased it. I got the temporary CO on it. And then I was thinking maybe somebody wants to get into flipping. And I can make a couple bucks and they can get into a really nice house if they want to live in it. So this is what I offered. It was at the Hazlitt Cottage that I have on the market now. I offered it at $110,000. In the video, I said, you know, if you want to live in the house, you could probably put maybe $15,000 because I already had the temporary CO. There wasn't anything outrageous on there as far as requirements to fix stuff. So I estimated at $15,000, you could really make that into a cute little place to live. So you'd have a place for $125,000. I also said that there's a house down the street from the Hazlitt Cottage, brand new, same size lot that was built. I think it cost them about, I don't know, $200,000 at the time to build. I know building materials are higher now, but at the time it cost about $200,000, and it was valued at $370,000. So if somebody bought the Hazlitt Cottage, knocked it down, built new, they'd be all in at just over $300,000, and they'd have a house that was worth $370,000. In other words, I was saying, you know, this is a good deal for people. If you want to come in and either own it as a rental or move into it. Who were the buyers that came along at that price point especially? I don't know why, but it seems like the lower the price point, the more tire kickers you get. You got people calling up. Hey, you know what? I haven't seen the property, but I'll give you $50,000. What? Then you got some other people asking about, like, I don't know, does it have granite? Well, at $110,000, yeah, I don't think so. But then one buyer did stand out to me. So the buyer's name was Ignacio. For some reason I remember this. Ignacio Narant. So he went over, he took a look at the property, he really wanted the property, and then he got caught up on something. He said, hey, I noticed that you only paid $65,000 for it. I said, and? Well, why would I pay $110,000 if you only paid $65,000? I said, listen, you don't have to pay $110,000. If it's not a good deal for you, then don't buy it. But the price that I bought it for is really irrelevant. Oh, now I'm thinking about it. His name was Ignacio, but he really liked to go by Ig. Come on, that's good. Ignorant. I was dying to sneak that into a video. The point is, that whole scenario was true, except for his name. I don't really remember what his name was. The point is, if a deal's good, it doesn't matter what the other person paid for it. I used to get tied up on it, because believe it or not, I bought that Hazlitt Cottage for, yes, $65,000. Now, the guy I bought it off of, I think bought it for like, I don't know, $38,000. And I thought the same thing at first, like, hey, you want $65,000? You didn't even pick up a hammer. And then I'm thinking to myself, well, it's still a good deal at $65,000. I'm going somewhere with this. What's that property worth now? I have it on the market for $240,000. Now, yes, to be honest with you, I didn't put $15,000 into it. I wound up putting a $40,000 rehab. I wound up new roof, new siding, new windows, new floor coverings throughout, granite countertops, and it's small. And I figured that for the price I got it for, $40,000 was going to make it into something nice that was going to last. And here it is a couple years later, it has lasted. I've rented it for $1,500 a month, and if it doesn't sell this time, in about a week, I'm losing patience, then I'll probably put it back out for rent for at least $1,650. The point is, 2 years have gone by, and it's now worth $240,000. Let's take into consideration somebody moving in from the estimates that I gave 2 years ago with only a $15,000 rehab. Would it be worth $240,000? Probably not. Let's say it's worth $200,000. 2 years ago, you could have bought a piece of property for $110,000. Realistically, put $15,000 into it. And really, today, you could have easily sold it for $199,000. Would I take $199,000 today for it? I don't think so. It's more valuable to rent it out. So, Iggy had the opportunity to pick up this piece of property, put aside the fact that I bought it for $65,000, and today he would have been so much further ahead. So when I picked up the temporary CO today for the Keansburg house, and like I made a video either yesterday or the day before about how much stuff is on the required repairs from the township, even though there's a whole bunch of stuff on there, there's nothing that's really blowing me away as far as what's scaring me on that. So, what if I did something similar to the Hazlitt Cottage and sold it as is, now that I got the temporary CO? I have an ARV. I know it's going to come in at least $300,000. There's a chance it's going to come in at $315,000. Not sure. But if I have a house that's going to be valued at $300,000 after repair value, I wonder what I could sell it for. Got any ideas? Put the comments down below. Let me know.